Every year, organizations on campus nominate men to compete in Mr. MSU. Instead of allowing every nominee on stage, this year Alpha Omicron Pi included preliminary interviews and essay questions to determine the 16 men who would battle for the title of Mr. MSU.
This year we wanted to choose guys that would exemplify like all of the characteristics that someone really representing Murray State or representing Alpha Omicron Pi would actually have. So there were over 30 different nominations, and they went through preliminary interviews, and based off their resume, their preliminary interview, and their other application material, and all of their student involvement, that all went into the decision to make the top 16 that are on stage tonight, and they have another interview to go through, and then they have an essay portion and the stuff that you see on stage.
The 16 men who were chosen to represent organizations on stage were overwhelmed with the honor, as well as all the hard work that goes into preparing for this event.
It was a lot of emotions going through. I didn't know what to expect. It was crazy. I made it through the whole interview process.
And I was like, wow, this is a great chance, a great experience to be a part of.
We're dancing all the time, which is funny because you see people like Dexter Alexander and all those people that got some moves, busting it out.
Members of AOPI prepare for months in advance for Mr. MSU and are given separate roles for the show based on their grade classifications.
Since I'm a freshman, I've been trying to help out just randomly everywhere. We are supposed to be here every night from 6 to 10, and everybody's really excited.
As a senior, we escort the boys, so we get to get all dressed up, wear prom dresses, and get our hair and makeup done, and just get to escort the boys out on stage and represent them.
AOPI Philanthropy Chair Jamie Knuckles was in charge of planning for Mr. MSU and was proud of this year's theme for the show.
This year's theme is King of the Jungle, so it's very different than the past themes. We're going to have lots of vines. It's very jungly. The group dance, they're wearing like safari hats, and they have cheetah print makeup going across their face, so it's just very jungly and green and stuff.
Along with runners-up and the winner of Mr. MSU, the 3 other awards that were announced included Best Legs to Kendrick Settler, Mr. Congeniality to Dexter Alexander, and Crowd Appeal also was taken home by Dexter Alexander.
Judges will be looking for stage presence on stage, personality on stage, not necessarily the overall talent, but just like how they act on stage. And a huge portion of it is the interview and the essay and their student involvement and how they excel in the classroom as well.
4th runner-up was Jason Esau. 3rd runner-up to Kendrick Settler. 2nd runner-up to Clinton Combs. Kevin Brose was named the 1st runner-up, and the 2015 Mr. MSU was Dexter Alexander.
It feels amazing. I really didn't expect to get this award or win anything. I actually wanted my brother Justin to win, but it just feels amazing, and I'm very humbled to get this win.
All the funds raised by this event went to AOPI's philanthropy, the Arthritis Foundation, and Arthritis Research.
Our national philanthropy is Arthritis Research and the Arthritis Foundation, and arthritis is the leading cause of disability, so AOPIs all across the nation contribute to this cause. And one thing that's really cool about arthritis is that most people that it affects is women, and so for it to be a sororities philanthropy event is really cool because we're supporting women.